off the play fake on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Dropping back, it's Sexton. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to throw it, Sexton. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rojas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks into the open. the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Texas calls his campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good your math, Reese, to try to calculate that, but they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas, and this guy is having a day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sexton. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll keep it himself. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Caught in the backfield, it's Asher. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Texans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make...
He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now he's got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he drops the throw. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Woods. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Under fire. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Woods. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. At midfield, he's got room. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Gives it on the option. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Ncaa heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Rides to back and leaves it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're going to ride this running back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. Calls his own number. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
Well, on that fourth down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the football, but the gamble pays off.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's third and goal and third and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know.
He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The give on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Sexton. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Rojas. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Wants to fire on second down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Get it out on the screen. There he goes! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air, it's Pena. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the 25-yard line, it's first and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Here's a heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Asher. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Gives it on the option. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
The snap sets up the throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They had tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sexton. Pressure coming. hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And they try to push the ball down the field. You can tell they got 4 verticals. And the quarterback doesn't like what he sees. But, man, this is the part of the game, trailing, late. You got to make some plays with your arm. I know you can run, but the time is ticking. These little games is not going to get it done.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in his 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays, and he's got the defense on their heels here late.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Timeout, Texas. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Never a doubt. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final second. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time